Hey Run Junkies, what a ride! Can you believe that Thanksgiving is over already? Okay, here I am, back on my couch with my new coffee mug. Isn't that fun? So a quick update after my Avengers experience. The first week back, I was pretty much in recovery mode, and I was just trying to make sure that I was getting everything taken care of as we went through the week. This past week, though, I laid down almost 35 miles for the whole week. I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I totaled 15 miles over those 3 days. And then Friday and Saturday, I totaled almost 20 miles over those 2 days. So I'm putting in a lot of mileage. It is getting very real. And with only 38 days to dopey, it is time to pile on the miles. Which is tough when the really short days and the cold weather and all of the holiday obligations kind of pile on at the same time. As I mentioned in Tuesday's video about runner's burnout, it's important this time of year to make sure we're balancing everything properly. It's not just the miles that add up, but the recovery time and the fueling and the refueling and the hydration. The more miles we do, the more time we need to spend in recovery, whether that's active recovery by foam rolling, doing yoga, any of those things, or full-blown recovering. Stay off your feet and just relax. That's hard to do at this time of year. That self-care is how we refill our well. It recenters us and it grounds us as we just kind of plow through this season. And now that Avengers is over and I've recovered from that mileage, it's time to really focus all of my attention exclusively on the Dopey Challenge. 4 days, 4 races, 48.6 miles. I know that's not news to a lot of people, but for me, I had to say it out loud. This year has just been about so much more than Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend, and while that is a huge bucket list item that I still have to check off my list, this year has been huge in my training. I have made significant gains. I have physical therapy under control, I have a strength training regimen in place, and I feel confident that going into these last few weeks before Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend, I'm gonna get a lot of significant mileage. My longest run is coming up. That's gonna be a 20 miler. That'll be in a few weeks. Something for all of us to keep in mind though, especially during this busy holiday season, and if you are training for one of the big races in January, then we have to keep something in mind. Dropping a few miles out of your long run because you're crunched for time or you just need a little bit of extra recovery, that's not failure. If your plan, for example, calls for a 25-mile run and you do 20, that's not an only, that's 20 miles. Declare victory there. Remember, a few miles are better than 0 miles. So get what you can, get what you need, and declare that victory. For those of you who are doing any of the races at Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend, the long runs at this point are going to be your most important runs. But remember that there is a law of diminishing returns. So for those of you with multiple 20 plus milers, if you are concerned about getting all of those miles in, I can tell you that you will be fine for Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend if you've been consistent to this point with your training. Now is not the time to make up for missed workouts or missed mileage. Just let that go and move on with your training from here. Take care of yourself now more than ever and you will be ready. Now, something that goes along with that, especially in this holiday season, when it's darker, when it's colder, we have to do some of our runs in the dark. Just keep in mind that we don't want to sabotage our race day. Try not to take unnecessary risks that may get you hurt. Putting up your Christmas lights or going out for a run when it's kind of icy out. One nasty fall could derail your whole race day. So just try to take care of yourself in that way as well. That's my little PSA, my little training update PSA for this week. But I do want to mention, if you are headed to Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend in January, there will be a meetup. I will be teaming up with Gerald from Res Runs and the Joyful Miles crew. We will be meeting on Friday, January 5th at 4 p.m. on the boardwalk. That's going to be the west side of the Epcot International Gateway. So you'll see us right outside ESPN Club. Look for us there. We all hope to meet as many of you as we possibly can Really looking forward to it, and I hope to see you there. Now, coming up this week is a review of the TRX suspension trainer, so please subscribe. I also have a lot of great things coming up in December, a lot of Run Disney content. So if you are doing any of those runs for Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend, or even going forward into 2018, please subscribe and check out those videos coming up in December. As always, if you like this video, please give me that thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. Get out there, go find your awesome. Until next time, happy running.